Hi students, Miss Abbott here to talk you through the atom project that you are going to complete this week. You can see I've opened the slides, and the very first direction is to go to Schoology and determine which elements were assigned to you for research. Everyone will be assigned 2 elements, and so make sure you go and check that list now. You can push pause and then come back when you know your elements. The goal of this project is to make an element card for each element you are assigned, which hopefully you know now, and to follow the very, very specific directions that are on the next slide and to use the templates provided in this slideshow. And you can type right into this slideshow as it makes one copy for you that you can adjust. You'll see you'll put 1 slide per element, and you'll need to do a little bit of research on your element, but nothing that the Google can't help you out with. So your final project will look something like this. You can see in my case, I have hydrogen, and then I have bismuth, which maybe you haven't heard about before. But there are a ton of elements out there, and these are all the building blocks of the world. So if you were to take anything like my water bottle or this table and break it down into its pieces, you would get these elements that are on our periodic table. So how do you know what you need to do for your design? You'll see on our next slide here, it tells you in detail what you are going to do. Okay, so the very first thing you do on your template, you can see my template here, is I'm going to change this gray area, and I can go right up here. I can see this little guy, the fill color, and I will pick red if I have a gas. I will pick black if I have a metal, and yellow if I have a metalloid. So I'm going to change that color. And then the directions tell me to type the element symbol. So right here where this AA is, I'm going to type my element symbol. And then the element name I'll type right below it. You can see I had hydrogen, and my symbol was H. And on my other symbol, my other element, I have Bi, and bismuth is my element. Then I need to type up top whether it is a what it looks like. And in hydrogen's case, it was a colorless gas. You'll type what your element looks like. You can see what bismuth, we said it's metallic, white color with a slight reddish or pinkish hue, and you can kind of make that out on the pictures. You are going to want to, on your first element, if your element is 1 through 18 only, you are going to create a Bohr model, and you guys did a great job with those last week when you were learning about those. And I'll include how many protons I have. You'll see I also have that number there. Neutrons and electrons. You can see my 1 element there in blue for that. So I'm just going to do that for my element that is numbered 1 through 18. Okay. Bismuth is 83, and that Bohr model is so crazy with all of the electrons and neutrons and protons that it just gets to be too much. So you will just do the model for your element that's 1 through 18. The next thing you are going to do is find a little bit of information. You'll have a picture of what yours looks like, as well as the date it was discovered, who discovered it, what it can be used for, and where it can be found in nature. Remember, these things all exist in nature. Us humans may not have yet known that they exist. So nothing has been per se created. These already existed. Don't forget about your element number as well. So again, your finished project will look just like this. You can see this example for hydrogen, as well as bismuth in your atom project guidelines. If you guys have any questions, make sure you reach out to myself and Miss Rohr or Mr. Raff. We are happy to help you, and we look forward to you creating some beautiful slides about your elements.